His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh is ringside for this massive event here tonight at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
All right, Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. So here we go. Should be a good one. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These 2 boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They stop the hook there. Nice job by him to block that jab. A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges...
Here we go. It's round 2. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
One moment. Whoa, wait a minute. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and man, these 2 are going at it.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe what we're seeing? They're both trying for a knockout. Just missed with that hook. Nice counter. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Good counter punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this. Here we go to the 4th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about what?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss for that jab. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. A chance to make history. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch caught him clean. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. How about that time counter shot? There's a scoring blow. And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. And he misses with that jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be...
And there's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Beautiful counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Going to punch himself out, though. Missing with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Where was the defense? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? And he scores with the counter. Perfect counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Defense is not an option for these two. That hook won't score. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw. Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous.